There are laws and things put into place out there that just sit there and they wait for years and years until the time comes when they so choose to use them. And people are like, how in the hell is this possible? And they're like, oh, well, they signed this 10 years ago. And they're like, what? This is legal? Well, let me explain to you what's happening here. They are literally in New York, of all places, the same place the UN is trying to set up this disarmament plan. Disgustingly, they are literally trying to pry the guns from the cold, dead hands of American citizens. Some of which may hold value, sentimental value, but they're stating that they can do this because it's a law, and it's got Second Amendment advocates going crazy at this point, and anyone that appreciates their gun rights and freedoms should be concerned here. Because if you have guns, a collection with your family, and say your father passes away and you're expecting that these are or the family guns, they're not going to see it that way. They're going to come in and they're going to try and take them. Now, what they're not telling everyone is this. They're quick to say that they're going to take your guns. But this New York State Rifle Association and Pistol Association says they don't tell you that the law does not apply to long guns, or that these families can sell their pistol or they can apply to keep it. So they're not giving them all the information. They're just stating that they're trying to buffalo these people, literally in Buffalo, New York, and come in and state, all right, we're taking the guns by law. And anyone that's gullible, not knowing any better, they get steamrolled by them. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to come in, they're going to take the guns. And what are you going to say to the cops at that point? They're going to come in and try to confiscate and take everything, and you're going to have to fight it to try to get it back. So, just another way that they're trying to come after the guns of law-abiding gun owners and literally try to pry them from the cold, dead hands of American citizens. It's ridiculous. The only way we're going to put a stop to it is by talking about it, letting it be known, and doing something about it, voicing our opinion, protesting, saying enough is enough. The power is in the people in politics that we address. It's been Tapu 7. Peace.
Buffalo Police Department begins gun confiscation of the deceased. They're quick to say they're going to take the guns, said Tom King, president of the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association. But they don't tell you the law doesn't apply to long guns, or that these families can sell their loved ones' pistol or apply to keep it. King said enforcing the state law is the latest example of authorities targeting law-abiding gun owners, while doing little to secure the streets. They're quick to say they're going to take the guns. Tom King, president of the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association. Buffalo Police Commissioner Daniel DeRenda said at a press conference last week that the department will be sending people to collect guns that belong to pistol permit holders who had died so they don't end up in the wrong hands. The department will cross-reference pistol permit holders with death records and the guns will be collected when possible, he said. DeRenda said guns pose a threat if their owner is no longer alive to safeguard them, especially if a recently deceased gun owner's home is burglarized. At times they lay out there and the family is not aware of them and they end up just out on the street, he said, according to WGRZ.com. The state law says that if the permit holder dies, the estate has 15 days to dispose of the guns or turn them into authorities, who can hold the weapons up to 2 years. LOA.com reported that violation of the law by survivors is a misdemeanor punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine. Pro-gun websites took DeRenda's comments as an affront to the Second Amendment, with BearingArms.com claiming authorities could use the relative's pistol permit as the proverbial camel's nose under the tent to get at every firearm they can, hoping to remove all the firearms from the home while the family is at their most vulnerable. The state law has been in the books for years but not enforced, King said. The Erie County Sheriff's Office told FoxNews.com that it learned about the Buffalo police decision after the announcement, but has no plans to invoke it on a regular basis as the city of Buffalo does. Dominic Saraceno, a Buffalo defense attorney, said he anticipates legal challenges. He is concerned that family members may simply allow police to retrieve the guns while not realizing their value. These gun collections can value into the hundreds of thousands, he said. If a police officer came to my door without a warrant signed by a judge, I'm not giving them anything. Most people don't know that and get intimidated. Calls to Buffalo's mayor's office and to the police department were not returned. But the city has employed other programs, including buybacks, to help counter gun violence. One such program took place in August and netted 840 guns. Critics of these buyback programs say most people who turn in their guns are likely law-abiding citizens, and these numbers do not necessarily estimate illegal guns off the streets.